TeamGangBang in today with the third DOC. Today we have my Lightsworn deck versus Fairy Agent deck without tour guides, mainly because a lot of people have been requesting these because tour guides are just too expensive to afford. And yeah, just leave in the comment section below what you guys think of this segment, how we should improve it, and if ever any misplays are done, tell us so we can improve our dueling skills, and tell us how you guys could have changed the duel's outcome. Let's get this started.
So Lightsworn's rolls a 6 and Agent's rolls a 1. Lightsworn will be starting this duel. Ah yeah. Okay, so Lightsworn has a pretty good hand. 2 Jane, a Raikou, Solar Recharge, and Lila and a Monster Reborn was drawn. Activates Solar Recharge, dumps Jane, draws into Trigodia and a Pot of Duality. He then mills a Judgment Dragon and a Solar Recharge. Yeah, my mills are horrible somehow. I activate Pot of Duality. My options are Effect Veiler, MST, and a Wolf. I decide to add Effect Veiler to my hand, returning both other cards to the deck. I decided to add Effect Veiler because I knew he was playing Agents and you just don't want him to explode on the very first turn. I then decide to normal summon Jane, and during my end phase I mill an Effect Veiler and a Trigodia. Vince's turn, I think he activates a Pot of Duality. Yes, he does. He activates a Pot of Duality. His options are Hyperion, Solemn Judgment, and a Trap Dust Shoot. Those are pretty nice options actually, but I'm guessing because he has 2 cards of the sky, so he's going for the Hyperion for more draw power, I'm guessing. He then shuffles his deck, and I cut it. So he activates cards of the sky, removing from play Earth, and he draws a Birdman and a Pot of Duality. And he activates another cards of the sky, banishing Hyperion, and he draws into another Birdman and a Monster Reborn. He then decides to smash and ground my Jane, sending it to the graveyard, as it is my only monster on the field. He then ends his turn. I drew into Necrogardener, and I think I decide to set Raikou face down and ending my turn. He activates, it's Vincent's turn. He activates Pot of Duality, and his options are Compulsory, MST, and Herald of Orange Light. So there he's got to think, and he decides to add Herald of the Orange Light, knowing that Lightsworns rely a lot on effect monsters. Then he's just thinking, because his hand is really not that good. He doesn't have any cards to start his engine going on, so he decides to set a back row and end his turn. I draw into an Aaron. I flip my Raikou face up to destroy his back row. He decides to negate it with Herald of Orange Light by discarding Hyperion with it. I then normal summon Lila, send it to not flip it, set it to defense position to pop his back row. And then he's deciding whether he should solemn judgment it or not. Then he's counting the Lightsworn monsters in my graveyard, and he decides to just let it go. Yeah, he decides to let it go. That was a fail, like, graveyard show. Yeah, this duel actually went quite slowly. I milled a wolf, a judgment dragon, and another one. As I've been saying, my mills are horrible, but I guess an extra wolf ain't too bad. It's his turn, and he draws into a trap dust shoot. He's viewing his graveyard, so I'm guessing he has a Monster Reborn in his hand. And seeing that he's going through my graveyard as well, I'm pretty certified that he has a Monster Reborn in his hand. Yeah, this duel is quite slow because there's a lot of graveyard checking, and he just wants to make sure that I can't summon JD next turn. Oh, you see my graveyard? It's pretty set. Sadly, 2 JDs are already in the graveyard. My mills are just horrible. He finally activates Monster Reborn to bring back Hyperion from the graveyard, which is, I guess, a pretty decent option or choice of his. And he normal summons Birdman, I'm guessing to attack my defense position Lila. And now he's just thinking. He just wants to make sure everything he's doing is correct. And he does. He attacks my Lila, sending it to the graveyard with 200 defense. He can't survive long. And he attacks my wolf, inflicting a total damage of, I think, 600 life points. I then special summon Trigodia, because when I take battle damage, I can special summon Trigodia. And he knows that Trigodia is a big threat, so he decides to activate Hyperion's effect by popping my Trigodia and removing his Herald. He then sets 1 back row and ends his turn. I draw into Wolf, and he activates Trap Dust Shoot, which allows him to view my hand and return 1 card from my hand to the deck, well, monster card to be precise. You may think it's an easy choice, but it's actually quite difficult with Monster Reborn in my hand. And Birdman being level 3 and a tuner, and Trigodia in my graveyard, I can do some pretty big plays, so I'm guessing he's just thinking about my options. So leave a comment section below what you guys think he should have done. Like, there's a lot of options. Was his option the best one? That's what we want to know. Like, what should have he done, or did he do the right thing? I'm guessing he finally decides to return Necrogarden to my deck, so I cannot abuse Trigodia's effect and start exceeding XYZ, exceeding, going crazy, plussing. I now view my own graveyard to see what plays I can do with my Monster Reborn. There's quite a lot I can do, actually. I'm checking his graveyard to see what I can do, but there's no monsters in his graveyard, sadly. I decide to save my Monster Reborn, and I think I normal summon Aaron, I'm not sure. I'm going through my graveyard one more time. Sorry if this duel is lagging quite a bit, but Lightsworns is all about your graveyard. And yeah, I decide to just simply normal summon Aaron and attack his Birdman, dealing a total of 200 damage. During my end phase, I mill a Blackluster Soldier, Solar Recharge, and a Garroth. As I said, my mills are completely horrible. It is now Vincent's turn, and I'm guessing he drew into Christia and he's checking his graveyard if he can special summon it. But as we've seen before, he can't do much. I then top deck a Monster Reincarnation, ditch my Wolf to bring back Blackluster Soldier to my hand. I guess. Yes, in fact I do. And yeah, this Lightsworns are pretty powerful if you can get everything going on. I decided to special summon Blackluster Soldier by removing from play a Dark and a Light monster. My light would have been... My light is Trigodia and Effect Veiler. I put JD because I didn't see my Effect Veiler before, and I attack, dealing 300 damage, and seeing he destroyed a monster by battle, he can attack again for 3000. and I end my turn. He draws into a shine ball, and I'm guessing at this point on he just scoops. Nothing much he can do, but it was a pretty good game, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. So we're back. Lightsworns have defeated Agent. It was a pretty cool duel. Sorry if it was a bit slow, but there was a lot of graveyard checking going on. It's Lightsworns, what do you expect? Yeah, if we're doing any misplays, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, or send us an inbox, or leave it as a channel comment. We'll be sure to reply. We're here to learn more plays we could do, and we're here to just learn more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself. Yeah, and we also got a lot of people requesting us to do more DOCs, as they really enjoy these. I truly appreciate it, and I'm super happy that you guys actually appreciate them. And yeah, some people have been requesting them to do my DOCs live, as in seeing what are my reactions during the duel, because voiceovers are kind of boring sometimes, and sometimes we get some pretty big reactions, but with the voiceover you don't get to see it. Anyways, that's going to be our next DOC. We're actually going to do it live, and you guys can compare which ones you guys prefer. Riley McG, I have received your mail. Thanks for the trade. I'll be sending out your stuff Monday morning, first thing morning, and expect it sometime next weekend. And a quick update on cards. We bought a box, and we actually pulled pretty brogues. We pulled 2 Lagias, 1 Ultimate, 1 Ultra, and a Rescue Bunny. Hope you guys can see it. This one was traded. These cards are up for trade, actually, and just PM us an offer, and hopefully we can get some business done. And I'm guessing that is all. Oh yeah, thank you. I really appreciate all the subscribers that have subscribed so far. We should be having a contest really soon this Christmas, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be related to Dueling Network, so make sure you guys prepare your decks, and we'll be handing out free Leviers to anyone. Not to anyone, but to anyone who wins the contest. We should be having 3 Leviers as prize, and yeah, stay tuned for that. And I'm guessing that's pretty much all. TeamGangBang signing out. Peace.